beautiful people, it's Jana and I'm back today with yet another video. I am so excited for today's video because we are yet again diving into some very scary content. And I mean, it's only fair because Halloween is right around the corner. If you guys already know what you're gonna be for Halloween, don't forget to let me know in the comments. And of course, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Every child has an imaginary friend, but this one is not so imaginary. Posted to TikTok by elkakoi.tv, a father enters his daughter's room around 7 p.m. as she laughs uncontrollably with someone. As the father rounds the corner, he says his daughter's name, then he spots this figure peering out from behind her.
The concept of an imaginary friend is just so terrifying to me because we've all seen the horror movies and we know that it always ends up being a freaking demon. Very clearly in this situation, the friend is not very imaginary at all. Because let me tell you, someone was definitely peeking over that girl's shoulder. I was not ready to start off with such a bang.
He rushes over to find no one there, and his daughter looks as though she's in a trance that he can't shake her out of. What is going on here? While many in the comments admit this is too creepy, commenter xgamermamax sums up my feelings. She writes, "Well, I won't be sleeping today."
It's actually very interesting how he mentioned that the girl looked like she was in some sort of trance, because initially I hadn't even noticed that, and that makes things way scarier. Is she under some sort of like trance or possession by a ghost? Because if she is, y'all better figure that out as soon as possible. That cannot be a good situation.
Keep your eyes peeled. The shadow people are everywhere. Published by Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations in April of 2020. The team investigates multiple shadow people sightings throughout this video. Here, various shadow figures are seen appearing in multiple pieces of footage from all over the world. A figure on an isolated road in the woods. Another in this room was captured on a security camera. One peeking around the corner downstairs. The creepy figure in the bedroom. This one crossing before a fireplace at the end of the hallway. This nightmare on an abandoned airplane. And this subtle shadow in the doorway. The figure appears before some lights. This one in the reflection of a refrigerator. Another at the end of a spooky hallway. Yet another near this coffin. And again in front of these spotlights. This one on the stairwell. Another beyond this set of doors. And the last on this paranormal investigation. This video certainly seems convincing, especially due to the multiple sightings.
I've definitely heard of shadow people before. I've heard of so many people seeing them and having experiences with them. I don't think I've ever heard of them being evil or malevolent, but they're still very scary to see in videos like this. In some of these clips, it looks like the shadow people are literally right there. Definitely very scary.
Would you approach an extraterrestrial on a dark dirt road at night? Posted to Twitter by Ashutosh Gautam. This scary video has been trending internationally. The footage shows several motorbikes approaching this mysterious figure. The bikes shine their high beams on it as it wanders aimlessly.
You can tell by the way this creature is built that it is absolutely not human. To me personally, it is definitely giving alien vibes, but you let me know in the comments what you think. I'm just surprised that these bikers are casually driving right past it and even shining their lights at it. Are you not worried this thing is just gonna attack you out of nowhere? I don't know, babe. I would definitely not be taking my chances with that thing.
The figure at first ignores them, but then turns around to look. It appears humanoid, but somehow a little off. As it walks, its arms in particular look slightly distorted. Gautam writes, "People are assuming it to be an alien, and it actually could be. Keenly observe the 13th second of the video. A red Lapros wing, UFO flying with jangling sound. Do you see the red wing in question? It looks to me like it could just be a reflected beam from one of the motorbikes. It moves in sync with the cameraman's movements. Or could it be the mothership? Where do you land on this one?"
That red light flying by at the very end is most definitely a reflection from one of the bikes. I mean, it's quite literally the exact same red color. I just feel like it would make the most sense. But I will say that creature is definitely very weird looking, and its arms are abnormally long, which for some reason really elevates the creepy factor. It looks like the aliens might have already invaded us.
According to Steve, this area is infamous as the site in which a person who was taking people's lives during the 1950s hid the bodies and he may have lived in this abandoned home nearby, hidden in the woods. Published by Steve Ronan in April of 2020. The crew quickly comes across some unsavory items. This is an arrangement of bird skulls. Later, they find another piece of animal anatomy. What type of animal is this spine from? And why is it here?
The animal bones are definitely scary, but what makes it even scarier is the fact that they are very clearly laid out in a pattern, which means that someone must have been there very recently to do that. Considering this is a place where some very bad things happened, I would not be surprised if some very negative energy is lurking.
One last creepy thing they come across are these little figurines. A skeleton and what looks to be Gollum. Is this actually the house of this 1950s maniac? Why were all these possessions left behind? And what is up with the bird skull trophies? I'd be staying far away from this house.
That's creepy. So just birds, huh? Bird skulls, or maybe mouse skulls?
No, I think it's like a rodent.
Yeah.
Like a family of rodents. But what them right here like this, I have no idea.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who put that there? Whether an actual maniac lived in this house or not, something weird is definitely happening in there.
These flats are supposed to be abandoned. So who is in this window? Posted to TikTok by Scared to Death Zero. This crew is looking around an abandoned encampment at night when they see movement in one of the upper windows. Zooming in, there's no one there, but then they move their flashlight from the window, and the figure again peeks out from behind a curtain. Many in the comments are completely freaked out, while some think it's a squatter, others are not so sure. They say it has no face. What is this thing?
What concerns me the most is the fact that it looks like whatever person is in there is definitely masked up. I don't know if they're wearing some sort of like Halloween mask or a ski mask, but it looks really terrifying. And it's definitely making it look like they don't have a face. Also, I noticed when they shined the flashlight away from the window, it peeked out. And then when they shined it back at the window, it hit again, which is telling me that whoever this is definitely doesn't want to get caught. And unless you're up to no good, you wouldn't really have an issue with getting caught. So my question is, who the hell is that and what are they doing in there?
Visit Louisiana and you might just run into a gator or two, or maybe 1,000. Published in January of 2011, Marvin Carter writes, "This is something you just don't see every day." Carter says this video was sent to him from the mouth of the Mississippi by one of his friends. What you're about to see will make your skin crawl. At first, the river looks normal with dozens of rocks jutting out of it, but when the camera zooms in, you realize those aren't rocks. Then, even more horrifyingly, this little speedboat starts its journey through the sea of alligators.
Why is this tiny little boat going into this entire sea of alligators? And can we just talk about the sheer amount of alligators that are in this water? This is literally a death trap, because let me tell you, alligators do not play around. You do not want to mess with one of those guys or this many of those guys.
They're all moving about, but the good news is, it looks like they're just trying to get out of the way, not start trouble. While many in the comments agree that this is terrifying, most also suggest that gators generally don't mess with you. Still, this scary video desperately needs an explanation, and commenter Canoeing the Edge of the World seems to have one. He writes, "For some reason, alligators just decide every once in a while to have a little get-together, and they bring the whole family. I think I'll skip this reunion."
I personally am not interested in attending an alligator family reunion. I know he said that the gators don't really mess with people and they were moving out of the way, but all it really takes is one of those guys to go absolutely feral and we're all going down.
Warning, if you buy this flat, you'll have an unwanted roommate. Published by Seeker of Ghosts in April of 2022. The paranormal investigator is trying to communicate with the passed on through a spirit box when this happens. The spirit then sends him a clear message, but he doesn't listen. So So the poltergeist tries to warn him further. The lights continue to flicker as the spirit box goes haywire.
At least like 2 things have happened so far that give him every reason to get the hell out of there. And why he is still in there when there's very clearly something crazy going on is beyond me. First, something blew the candles out and the newspaper right off the table. And then you have something flickering the lights on and off. I really would say now is the time to wrap it up and get the hell out of there.
Then he asks what the spirit's name is to no avail. Rather than answer, the spirit gets angrier. He apparently doesn't like anyone prying into his personal life. He even comes to visit.
Ой, чтоб меня опять сейчас что-то не полетело.
Did this paranormal investigator overstay his welcome? It seems he was never welcome here at all.
Absolutely nothing about what happened in that clip tells me that he was welcome in that place. Actually, it looks very much like whatever was in there wanted him to get the hell out. Because that was some really intense paranormal activity, especially with that door. Like, this ghost was really trying to get physical.
Some run away from ghosts, others give chase. Posted to the very spooky video subreddit, this mysterious figure appeared on some railroad tracks, and these kids decided to follow it. In the scary video, the figure in white moves, swaying up ahead. As it tries to escape, the group of children that are following it, they get very close, but it moves faster along. They cross a bridge, but the figure still keeps ahead of them. At some point, many of the kids start crying, and the figure moves off the tracks and down a hill, where it vanishes in the darkness. Many in the comments are saying even if the figure isn't a ghost, it is creepy.
It is definitely creepy, but I just can't get over the fact that these little kids are chasing this supposed demon through a dark forest. Honestly, that sounds insanely hilarious because why is a ghost running from little kids? Clearly, he did not want to beef the little kids at all.
Did a spirit just drift out of this possessed doll? Published by Paranormal Nightmares in March of 2022, the uploader writes, "My daughter said in the night our cat scratched on her bedroom door. He never does this. We checked security footage and captured this. This video shows a strange gray mass floating out from one of these creepy dolls. It looks like smoke or mist. The cat obviously sees it and soon tears off. Did we just witness a spirit exiting? Whatever it is, it made this guy a scaredy cat."
It really does look like something is floating out of the doll that is sitting. I honestly kind of feel bad for the poor kitty because it really got scared. And if the cat got scared, I mean, something was definitely happening.
Sometimes while ghost hunting, it's not the ghosts you have to worry about. Published by Proving Demons, this scary encounter with a live human occurred while investigating this abandoned home. Early on, they sensed something inside of the house. After deciding there's no one there, they continue their investigation and end up recording this rather harsh whisper.
Yeah.
What's that harsh whisper?
I can't even imagine going into an abandoned house fully expecting it to be completely empty and realizing that you were not alone the entire time. That is genuinely very scary and can end very bad.
And soon after blowing a special type of whistle, it's clear exactly who that is. The ghost hunters abandon everything inside and race off. Would you be able to get your stuff or write it off as a loss?
Andrew! Quick, Andrew, I've got a flashlight,
That's exactly what I meant when I said these things can end very bad. Clearly, some crazy person was in there and started screaming at them to get out. I really wonder what special whistle he was using, but whatever it was really set that guy off. I'm telling you right now, if I was in that situation, I am dropping everything and booking it right out of that place.
Heads up, it's watching. Posted to the Ghosts subreddit. by Nimrose, something demonic is peeking out from behind this tree. A woman is walking down a forest path at night in Sweden, but she doesn't notice that she's not alone. Look to the right of the tree. A creepy long-haired demon-like figure peeks out for a split second before hiding itself again. I'm surprised it didn't snatch her when she walked past. Some in the comments are saying it was Krampus, the terrifying horned Christmas demon from European folklore. Others think it's a person in a mask. Still, others are more distracted by the eyes that pop out at the base of the tree at nearly the same time as the demon. Well, that can be explained away as a raccoon or other animal. What about the demon person?
The two little eyes at the bottom could be explained away as a raccoon, but you really can't explain away the person that is quite literally looking at her from behind the tree. Also, it is very brave of her to go walking alone in a forest in the middle of the night. As you guys know, that could absolutely never be me. Forests really scare the crap out of me, and it's because of things like this.
Are there actual ghosts roaming around this ghost town? Published by Franco TV in April of 2022, this paranormal investigator is exploring an abandoned ghost town. At least he thinks it's abandoned. Franco soon hears movement. Was it something outside, or was this a bad omen? Although it seems like the mystery is solved, he later hears an unexplained snap in a dark room of the building.
I'm not sure what exactly is causing them. Oh my.
And then he finds this, another bad sign. The spooky sounds don't let up.
Oh. Alright.
And Franco concludes that he's not alone.
I think there's somebody there. Yeah, hold on, there's somebody.
But later he finds another animal friend who may have been causing all the racket.
Hey. Hi. That's you.
Was it this cat? Or is there someone else lurking here unseen?
So that entire time it was a little kitty cat. Honestly, I am very happy with that outcome because initially I thought it was gonna be another crazy person or a ghost. Either way though, the fact that he was all alone in that entire place, I would be so scared. I wouldn't even stick around long enough to figure out it was a cat. I would have fully left that place convinced I was hunted by ghosts. So honestly, it's kind of good that he stuck around so he could debunk the whole thing.
This father and son paranormal team is about to check into a haunted hotel. Published by Paranormal Boys in December of 2021. When they first enter, they find everything in disarray. They sit down around the table, and it sounds like something has joined them. As they're using their paranormal devices, they hear a strange breathing sound, and then another unexplained noise.
Oh, did you hear that? No?
Has someone taken a room at this haunted hotel? If so, they may never leave.
I thought they were gonna be checking into an actual hotel, but it seemed to be completely abandoned. However, there were some very creepy noises still being made around them. Sometimes it makes me wonder if it could just be like the environment or like wind or, you know, just the building being really old. Honestly though, when you're there in the dark, all those sounds become just 10 times more terrifying. So honestly, whether it's because of the wind or not, it doesn't really even matter. I'm getting scared either way.
What is haunting this forest? Published by Scary Videos in February of 2022. A car is driving across a deserted road at night when the driver spots this. The semi-transparent figure of a young girl in a white dress with long black hair floats past for a moment before zapping into oblivion.
Stop.
The driver and his passenger stop to get out and have a look, but they find nothing. Was this a true phantom caught on camera? And why is she walking this lonely road? We may never know.
I hate to break it to everyone, but I think this might just be some really bad editing. Initially, it looked pretty scary, but when she ended up floating off to the side of the road, I don't know, it kind of looked fake to me. Either way though, it is a scary video. I mean, I can't imagine driving past something like that at night. But all right, you guys, we have finally made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of all these videos. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.